All right, anyway, Catalina magazine publisher Cathy Areu joins us, Washington Examiner commentary writer Emily Jashinsky. Emily, what do you make of what he's trying to say? A little bit of Heine covering here, but it must say something when both Republicans and Democrats are piling on him. He was trying to justify what he said and when he said it, just, a little more than a week prior to the election, and then coming back and clarifying a little more than 2 days before the election. He didn't seem to win any fans on either side.
Yeah, and I mean, we're hearing more and more from Comey as time passes, and what I'm struck by every single time we hear from him is just how difficult his decision was. So I think if he had made the opposite decision, I think we'd be sitting here today asking him the question of why he did that. I think he was in such a tough place. So it's great that he's, giving us these more detailed explanations, giving us, a glimpse inside his mindset back then, because it should help the American people to understand exactly how tough this call was. So the mildly nauseous thing, I think that was honest and earnest, and it's a helpful thing to have him say that, because we can all sort of start to understand how hard the choice was. You
know what I have to wonder, though, Cathy, is what comes of an ongoing investigation we know is going on that the FBI is conducting into the role of the Russians in the last election. That's something that obviously piqued a lot of Democrats' interest here. He did caution to say that we don't think it changed the actual balloting and the actual vote count, but this is much more than about the vote count and the outcome. It's about how involved that was and how problematic that could be for the Trump administration, right?
Exactly, and Hillary Clinton does seem to think that it did cause a vote count change there for her, and I think all Democrats are mildly nauseous at what Comey did and the decision he came to. And I wrote down what he said. He said he has high confidence that the Russians interfered with the election. So that should have been brought up at the time, not the emails, not the servers. The Russians interfering should have been brought up at the time. And Hillary Clinton, I don't think she did anything wrong by pointing that out and pointing out that, yes, Comey, everyone's a little bit responsible for this loss, but she did win the popular vote, and she did bring that up. And I think if she was on the other foot, Donald Trump would be bringing up, why did Comey say this? Why did Comey blow my chances? So I think each side would have been mildly nauseous no matter what the results would have been with Comey doing what he did.
Well, I think as David Axelrod had said, none of this affected or was coming from the Russians on Hillary Clinton not campaigning in Wisconsin. So say what you will of influence, that was a campaign call, not a Russian call or a Trump call. Thank you guys very, very much.